I'm a teacher. I teach high school, do political work, all kinds of great stuff. So there was a moment, and I was teaching my kids, I was teaching fifth and sixth grade, and I was teaching my kids about Maslow's hierarchy. And I felt like they were really advanced children, so I could teach them about this. And there was a moment when one of my students who, had a lot of emotional difficulties, a lot of outbursts and stuff in class, it finally clicked for him. And he said to me, Miss Daisy, my family, we're at the bottom of the pyramid. This is why I can't focus in school. This makes so much sense to me now. And in that moment, I experienced peace because there's one less person who is trapped in the matrix, one less person who's caught up in multi-generational and intergenerational trauma, one less child who will have to suffer because they don't know what they're going through. And that's where I experience peace, so much peace. I interface with the children on an everyday basis, and what they're seeing in the world is they're feeling a lot of hopelessness and helplessness because they do not see adults who have actually wanted to take on the role of being an elder in the community. So what they are seeing is they're both starting to tell themselves these stories like, I have to have a lifetime of suffering, I have to have a lifetime of struggle, because they are not being put around the environment necessary to show them that that's not actually the way to go. And how they are experiencing peace is through, very dysfunctional coping mechanisms, using social media to check out, using food to check out. There's a porn epidemic, using that to check out, using materials to check out even more and more, and they're getting even more disconnected from their spiritual center. My journey towards becoming a peaceful, centered person, it's of course still evolving every day. I'm a Leo, so I have my moments when I'm very fiery, but I've noticed like my whole time growing up, I've always felt different, like I always felt out of place. I never was the kid with the nice shoes. I was always tall and awkward and different. I only had like 3 or 4 friends growing up, but everyone knew my name because my presence was always very present. So that helped me actually stay out of a lot of different activities and things as an adolescent that would have had me disconnected even more today. So I've always kind of had like a certain deeper sense of like commitment and purpose. And that's why a lot of people, I feel like, flock to me, and I was always kind of like the mother for a lot of people in my life. And as I got older, and experienced, a couple near-death experiences, experienced some painful lessons and started doing deeper trauma healing, I realized why it was always that way. I realized why I was always the different one. I realized why I always kind of was like a lone wolf, to say. And I'm grateful for it because it has kept me staying on this path of peace and purpose. At 25, I'm dedicated to bringing this to other people my age. I'm dedicated to riding this wave for the long haul.